A slippery situation across Hampton Roads. Old Man Winter stepped in with an icy start to the day.
And it may not be over. We're looking at the possibility of some tricky travel tomorrow morning. That's because the temperature will dip below freezing and today's rain hasn't even dried up yet.
But we are hoping that won't be a repeat performance of today. 10 on your side was in the right places this morning. The northern and western parts of our area. Our crews in Suffolk and Newport News found plenty of ice on trees, cars, and of course the roads.
State police say there were more than 400 crashes across Virginia, with more than 40 here in Hampton Roads. VDOT says it is ready to go if things get slick again.
Now let's go to Chief Meteorologist Don Slater with the latest on the potential of a refreeze tonight. Don, what's going on?
I do not think that we're going to see anything real big as far as a refreeze into the area. We want to take a look at Super Doppler 10 Live. I'm going to explain why we're not likely to see this. Super Doppler 10 Live, we're seeing a mini low pressure area over the area, and it's followed the main storm, which is way out to sea. There's a little swirl on the back edge of that swirl. There is some rainfall. You can see it dropping on southeastward into the south side, but mostly falling apart. You can see the last vestiges of it into the Chicks Beach area and then southwestward on toward the Chesapeake Municipal Center. There could indeed be a sleet pellet or two mixed in with this and some very light rain. But the thing about it is, once it gets into the south side, temperatures right now are around 35, 36 degrees into the south side of the Hampton Roads area, anywhere close to the water's edge, 35, 38. It's 30, 31 inland, but temperatures are not going to cool off anymore closer to the coastline until well after that rainfall has ended. Now, 7 o'clock in the evening, take you through the overnight hours. We're going to see some fog. We'll talk about that coming up. That's the next thing. But temperatures really don't drop until we get to closer to 7 o'clock in the morning, where we see around 30 degrees. By that time, the road should have dried on up. We're going to talk about the chances of freezing rain, freezing onto the roadways. Looking nil, and then we'll talk about the fog, but we'll also talk about some much better weather in our forecast.
The number of customers without power from the ice is down from earlier. Still about 1,600 customers, mainly in Gloucester, Matthews, and Middlesex counties, are waiting for electricity to come back on.
Parts of North Carolina dealt with slick spots on the highways as well this morning. This is Rocky Mount, where cars, trucks, even police cars were smashed up. Icy conditions stayed well into the morning in parts of the Tar Heel state.
There's much more coverage of the ice on WAVY.com, including pictures many of you sent in this morning to report it at WAVY.com. Thank you for helping us tell the story.